No, you good. No, you good.
It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness. And that's what our people do. Like Biggie Smalls said, I drink champagne and I'm thirsty. He riots in the morning. He wakes up like up to no good. You know? It says, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. I think chambering goes back. Well, you can't put it in that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What do you need?
Chambering.
Okay.
Like you chamber, you like you go inside of a chamber and do wickedness in it. You know?
Look it up in the blue letter.
Yeah.
Gone. Okay.
Because that's the worst thing. That's why we on the highways and byways. What do people do when they sin and do wickedness? They hide it. They hide it in a building. They hide it under, in a closet, in a tent. That's why all the preachers in the church are being found out to be moles, man. Sleeping with the whole congregation wives, man. And they do it in that building. Because if they out in the public, somebody gonna see them like, oh, that's like this don't come out here, you're gonna blow my cover. My wife could be riding around and shit. But in the building, or some secret place like the at least they have secret summits.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the word chambering. Right here.
Greek word. Okay. What's the meaning?
Koite. Yeah. And it says extension, cohabitation, by implication, the male sperm bed chambering, a place for lying down.
In your bed.
Resting.
Lying down, resting. They build a whole summit of congregation inside of a chamber and they do wickedness in it.
Ooh, yeah. That reminds me of
commit adultery, idolatry, and fornication, and worshiping strange things, pictures, and all that.
Yeah. This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 7. And it reads, how shall I pardon thee for this? Thy children have forsaken me and sworn by them that are no gods.
The god of Ammon, the god of they god, the fish god, money as a god, your woman as a god.
Some people they sell.
Yeah, themselves, man. Yeah. They say lovers of them, they should become lovers of themselves.
Perilous time shall come.
Yeah.
So when I had fed them to the full,
Most High have fed us, even in our dire straits, in spiritual manner, that manner in Egypt. Today with the prophets feeding us the word. Go ahead.
They then committed adultery.
Then you commit adultery. Because no identity is going to represent us as a people but being Israelites under Yahawah, Rawchaa. Where we come to acknowledge how to conduct ourselves and our families and all that. Without this Bible, we're done. Without the Most High Spirit, we're done. But Jake tried to solve it, and what did he got to do? He got to call the cops to fix his problem. His situation with his own woman and shit.
Yeah, man.
His situation with his brother or his enemy. It's supposed to be his brother. Go ahead.
And assembled themselves by troops in the harlot's house.
That's them churches. Like churches like TD Eddie Long, where they used to be alive. What's another one? Dollar and all them.
Yep, gone.
You see those churches, they have mega people in
Yeah,
there.
Geno Jennings or Bimbo Bennings.
Yeah, all them. Come to Oklahoma City, like,
yeah.
Go ahead, and he listened to the Israelites. Bahasham, Bahasham, Qadash, Bahasham. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was it for the
Okay,
hard.
yeah.
You want me to go to the next scripture?
What does it say?
Keep going. Okay. Verse 8. You go with that? No, that was it. We got to the point.
So, yeah, they're assembling themselves in the churches. You know, and they commit none but harlotry in the church. And in spiritual fornication because they worshiping a so-called white man in their church. A lot of them now they changed it and put a black, black Christ, whatever. But they still not in the truth.
Right.
You know, they're still not saying the right names. You know, they still, going off with the doctrine and all that. Like that's gonna save them, man. You gotta go to the volume of the book. This ain't no fashionable thing that we're doing just to hang a black Jesus in your church, and you all good. Or just to wear fringes and you all good, man. So, since we're on that subject right now, Acts 17 and 24. But you know what? Even these cops and shit, they claim they Christians. They go to church. You know? They listen to the word on Sunday too.
Yep.
So they know this Bible. Satan knows this Bible, man. Acts 17 and 24, it says, the Most High that made the world and all things therein, he made the world and all things therein. It says, seeing that he is the Lord of heaven and the earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands. Because he said, what temple shall you build me? I'm of the heaven. I made the heavens and the earth. You can't captivate me and put me inside a building. You know? You never know what's going on in that church because nobody can see. You got to have permission or, some kind of introduction to go in there. I mean, a lot of churches you could just go in and get the date. They got a certain way they do things. So, But on the highways and byways, and you're not gonna get the truth, but on the highways and byways you see the prophets. And it's like, anybody could it's just a church on the outside, man.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody could come up and say, what you teaching and all that. You think you can get to those preachers in the churches like that? I want to talk to the preacher. Well, he got to book you into his schedule. You might not talk to him in like a month or something. You got Sister Betty to talk to, Sister Ann and all that, Sister Mary and all them. That's all he's seeing is
women
and shit.
All these appointments scheduled, but they ain't doing no real teaching, man.
Brother, you having a problem with your wife, send it to me. I'll talk to her. You're supposed to talk to another man's wife. Shalom, lifestyle, devil, shalom.
As they say that scripture, none of the word is not for no private interpretation.
Yeah. You can't private and interpret it. And the Holy Spirit got to be dealing with you. Everything got to link up and add up like mathematics. That's the truth. So if our schools are teaching you something, you be like, well, wait a minute. I haven't y'all talked nothing about my history, where I came from, my people. And that's the people we got to problem with in the ghettos and all that. Even with this word, you saw pass by here. I agree with you guys. They're doing a terrific job. Like,
you don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah. You'll still say, who their son is.
And that's just because it's just stupidity. Because a lot of them, the reason why they don't know because their own masters don't tell them.
Yeah, but not only that, they used to seeing niggas like troublesome. So when they see us standing and conducting ourselves as such, they be like, we're doing a good job. Because they see is cops and shit.
Yeah.
Running and selling drugs and shit.
God.
And they got their own teenage sons that sniff cocaine and up in the house. So where would they sons want? Where would they want ask for their sons to be? Like that woman that came up.
Mm-hmm.
He was just hanging by the way. Yeah, she was basically saying, hey, be like more like these guys.
Right.
But it says in 1 Corinthians 6:19, so the temple, you're going to find out what the temple is. It's not a building made with hands.
A lot of people gonna try to get in that building, but they can't. You can't. Not everybody can get in this.
It says 1 Corinthians 6:19, what? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? Yeah. That's the temple. It says, but he that, and then what it say about it says you have to put your body in subjection. So it ain't just anybody. It's a body that's been put in subjection under the spirit of Yahawashi. But it says in the scriptures, you're a prisoner of Yahawashi. What do you mean be a prisoner of Yahawashi? You talking about you're a free spirit, but you believe in Jesus. But it says a prisoner of Yahawashi. That means you can't do everything. When you're in prison, you can't do anything you want to do. You're going to have to eat when the jailer tells you to eat, when the cops tell you to eat. You can't come out of your cell until they tell you when. You can't even get released from it until they say, well, you're free to go. And it's a good thing to be a prisoner of Yahawashi. I don't want to see if we were free spirits, we would be wild out here, man. We'll be wanting to be rappers and singers and shit and all this wicked shit.
The Lord puts us in a prison to free ourselves because we got to be free from our own selves.
Yeah.
You know, we all went off against Yahawah, Yahawashi. Yeah. So we need structure. Well, that's what we want.
It's a saying that says your worst enemy is yourself.
It's yourself, yeah. You know?
Brad Pitt had that movie called what is it called? I can't think of it. Where he fights himself.
Man. I'm trying to think because I think he showed me this. I just can't remember right now.
Not Face Off. That was a similar movie.
I'll try to see if I can look it up.
Yeah. And I forget how the movie exactly went, the extensive, you know. But he found out he was fighting himself.
Yeah, it's Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fight Club.
What did it say? Read something about it. If it needs a caption.
Look. It says Fight Club is promoting a philosophy of many spiritual leaders that we are not our possessions, that we are more than what we own.
No, but the actual movie caption.
Yeah, let me see.
It's not a real movie.
Then pull it up, but let me, yeah.
It should be under Wikipedia. I mean, that should be good enough.
Yeah, I'll just go to Wikipedia. Give me a sec. Phone's going a little slow. Okay.
Because it talks about killing that old man.
So
that you used to be. Go ahead.
It says a depressed man suffering from insomnia meets a strange soap salesman.
Go ahead.
Named Tyler Durden, which is Brad Pitt, and soon finds himself living in a squalid house after his perfect apartment is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
The two boardmen from an underground club with strict rules and fight other men who are fed up with their mundane lives.
Sounds like us.
Their perfect partnership phrase when Marla, a fellow support group crasher, attracts Tyler's attention.
Mm-hmm. That's all this is?
Yeah, that's all I see from the captions.
You don't say he fought himself anyway. Pretty sure that was that movie, but it doesn't say that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're basically fighting ourselves.
But it's showing him right there, like looking at himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
But let me see what it says on the side. Is that the one you just read?
No, it was the one up there.
Yeah, read. See if he says something different.
Insomniac office.
Just get, you know.
Insomniac office worker and a devil may care soap maker from an underground fight club that involves into much more. Basically, all it says. Don't really go into it.
Yeah. It says, "You are the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you." So it starts in the inside. That's why the Esau got all these frequencies, these dynamics of ways to trick us into thinking like them, thinking more like the system.
It is the one because like the dude he talking to the whole time ain't even there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just him. It's doing all this shit.
So we gotta put all these things in our mind and pretty much program our people to think like him. So our people, it's like that black woman she got Esau that Second Bashir embedded in the head. If you step on Second Bashir, they're gonna be feeling offended like that's really him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? But they've been taught that by the enemy. This Western world is a whole teaching system that taught us lies. Because what we do? First, we came here in slavery. I mean, you know, Gadites, you know, our people were here before them. But they, if you read, like I said, Bury My Heart and Wounded Knee, you'll see they made the so-called Native Americans, our brethren, conform to their ways and their teachings and made them cut certain customs off that they had remaining of what was in them as Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So they were under the Assyrian captivity. So now look, you know, the Gadites, the powwows are narrated by Esau. I wouldn't even have a powwow narrated by Esau if he done all that shit too, broke all the treaties, you know, slaughtered, and still have Thanksgiving as a mockery to the Native Americans. Yeah, it says, which temple you are, I mean, which you have of the Most High, and you are not your own. You came with a price. Oh, it says that in the next one. But you are brought with a price. Why? Because Yahawashi purchased us with his blood. And everybody knows this Bible. In slavery, we were running to them churches. Everybody knows about this Bible. Everybody knows about Egypt. Moses is in Egypt. They got songs about it. They even had private churches on the outside of the church that was narrated by the so-called white man because they knew better.
God.
But they would get in trouble if they were found out practicing any other side thing other than the churches that were narrated by them. God. You know? So it's the same thing today. If you don't follow Americans' ways, they're going to look at you like a potential terrorist or enemy. Like if you ain't in school, they're going to be like, why ain't your children in school? You could get arrested for that. Or if you ain't been working, you want to try to get unemployment, well, show us what you've been doing with your life, what you've been doing, man. You've been a criminal, you've been up to no good. How you maintaining? How you making your money? But they know everybody needs money.
Yep.
Your mother gonna get tired of you. She might let you live there for a year or two. She's gonna be like, well, you gotta go, son.
Yep.
She's gonna meet a man and be like, you taking up my time between this man I've met. You gotta find your own place, bro. But her son wasn't trained to handle the system. He wasn't trained to go out there and conduct himself in this society.
Got to bear your own cross, Jay.
Yeah. And if he did, that they go the opposite way. They go more into the education, more into the military.
You know, we want to be like Moses. He had a high seat in Egypt, and he decided to stay down there with the Israelites, to stay down and suffer with his people. That's where we want to be at. We don't want to be in high positions and high seats here, because all those people are about to get judged. Man.
Same thing with Joseph.
Yeah.
He had his brethren in the family. Same thing with Yahawashi. He came poor for our sake. He was a prince. He was the only begotten son of the Most High. He has spiritual powers, but he suppressed those powers, you know, for Israel. Because if he would have, you know, they would have the Romans would have went all out, all the Israelites if Yahawashi didn't pull back.
Yep.
You know. So again, Most High will we get spiritual powers. If any Negro gets spiritual powers, they definitely coming for your ass.
Definitely
You
on
can't
that
even
ass.
yeah, you can't even really do magic in this world. They be looking at you, hey, that nigga, how'd you do that, nigga?
Man, if we turn into Goku, I'm trying to tell you, it's trouble.
Yeah.
It's
But
trouble.
the Most High is gonna do it at the right time. But
Yeah,
man, you're gonna be able to have the spirit to discern things, you know.
Yeah.
Yahawashi had the spirit like, well, you know, y'all doing this because y'all see me healing people and shit. That's why y'all believe. I shouldn't have to do that for y'all to believe.
Right.
You know? But they don't believe us until we do something crazy happen and shit. With on the Matrix, they said we're under attack when he dodged that bullet. You know, he did that Matrix, famous Matrix move. It was like we're under attack. They're gonna feel under attack and then get spiritual power.
Hey man, gonna be like, we is in trouble.
Yeah. It says, which is you, which you have of the Most High, and you are not your own. You are brought with a price. Therefore, glorify Yahawah in your body. That means you can't do everything you want to do. These swine, you disrespecting your temple, man. Yeah. Smoking weed, you disrespecting your temple. You know? Don't you, and especially on your own brethren, because you're supposed to all be Israelites. That's against your own self. You know? What did it say? Be a one body, one mind, one baptism, one faith. Well, so if you do something in the body, it's going to affect the whole body. Man. That's why devils are getting sifted out. Niggas are getting sifted out. So they sleeping with men's wives and all that. Coveting men's other brothers' property and all that. Wickedly, man.
And it's enough for brothers to survive, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's enough, man. Like just be content with what you have. Like you don't have to have a lot.
Paul said, be content with food and raiment.
You don't have to have a whole lot to be good, man.
Yeah.
You can still be all right.
Really, we ain't even in no third world country.
Yeah.
America is coming at it.
Yeah, it's getting there.
But man, I didn't see on YouTube though Mexican children and digging out the garbage for food, man.
And it said my servant shall eat, Jay.
Yeah.
So as we see things going worse, it's gonna get better for us. Yeah. That's the curses being transferred. We want to see destruction come. We want to see this place go bad because that's what we got to have next to get out of here. Yeah. This place got to be completely destroyed. So what you think is just gonna look beautiful and then the mist is gonna come? This place gonna look like a bag of trash. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's a scripture that says the pressing down of the flesh is the uplifting of the spirit. Can I read the scripture? Go ahead.
The book of Barak, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by the sea, the kingdom is translated.
So we're done by go ahead.
Because the book of Barak, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings.
Unrighteous dealings, because they have unrighteous dealt. Hey, we just made America. That's a perfect example. Unrighteous dealt in Negroes. Unrighteous dealing on the high level of democracy. Yes, lives of Negroes. Go ahead. Injuries. They injure us. They injure us. And they injuring us still through politics, through lying, and money, and usury.
Pseudoscience.
Pseudoscience, false science, so-called false education. Go ahead. False religion. Go ahead.
And riches got by the sea.
They got these riches by the sea. You know, they used to, the gold used to be in the ground when the native it was here, man. And they dug up all the gold and took it from us. They had the gold rush that happened in California, man. They had the land rush where that wasn't even their land. And they just ran and like I said, that word sooner goes back to where they just did it. They ran off and claimed land sooner than to when it was written documentally to, on that date to go. They went before the time. So they was claiming land, and then they be like, hey, we didn't even start it yet. Well, I refused to move because, well, I claimed that my stake was already in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they call them sinners. So that's greed, man. You murder the natives, and then you can, let me get the land.
Yep. And we right in the middle of this motherfucker. The same people who was here doing that wicked ass shit, they here today.
Yeah, right.
And they want to act like there ain't no racism left. Yeah. It ain't like they just.
Look how they become bosses, supervisors, their children. That's how it said generation.
Lawyers, doctors.
Yeah, these are their children, man.
They living off that money. So now they got to pay the price too.
Go ahead.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's why this kingdom is about to be translated into the kingdom of Jacob. That's why Babylon was translated into the Persian Medes. That kingdom was translated into the Greek. That kingdom was translated to the Roman. That kingdom was translated into the damn American system. And now this is about to be translated into you say the world needs a makeover, that's what it means. It needs transition to another kingdom, man. Not the same people and shit. If the same people was equal to us, they'd be doing the same shit. Trying to take over, bomb us, murder us, get in good with us, shake hands with us like they did the Native Americans, make contracts with us, and then they'd be like, you know what, let's take over these.
Because they guard us down.
Yeah.
But we got them.
Drunk and that's why people doing the industry. That's why they all messed up. You got celebrities and shit trying to look like them, rub shoulders with them, then complain about how they get done wrong with these contracts. What you thinking? You expect that?
It's a damn devil.
You're dealing with your oppressor, man.
Yeah, man.
You're dealing with the enemy and shit.
You're dealing with fucking Corella DeVille. You think this bitch gonna love you?
You want their money. You want their money. You want. I deserve to be paid like who's one of the big actors?
Roger P. Henson was complaining.
Yeah, she was complaining. Monique was complaining.
Yeah.
I think Lisa Ray was complaining.
We just got done building the whole nation for free, Jake. You think they gonna start being nice now?
That was just a minute ago.
Oh man, that wasn't too long ago at all.
The second ago, the Most High hours.
It wasn't even 100 years ago. We couldn't even drink out the same damn water fountain as these bastards.
They're gonna still get hugged to this very day.
Yeah, man.
In certain places.
Out of here.
Makeover, man. Without the so-called white man, in the head position. And these are base people, man. We know the Bible, and the Bible tells us these are base people. If not, who and where is he? Like Job 9:25. Like who's more base than the so-called white man? He wrecks the earth, GMO, take the seeds out of the fruit, don't respect the land Sabbath. You know, he wants to depopulate the world and shit. What did the Most High say? The opposite of that. He said multiply and replenish the earth.
Mm-hmm.
He want to depopulate it because he don't got control of it like he want to. That's why he gonna come out with the MOTP. He want control. What did it say? It says your body is the temple of your. So when we do what the Most High said, he's like, this body, to him, that body is out of order. We need to put a chip in there so he could do what we say. Like, so even if you plotting and you hiding under a damn tent or something, you'll have a chip in your hand and they'd be like, well, come out of that tent. You know?
Yeah, they gonna know. Yeah. And if they don't, they just gonna cut off your chip.
Yeah, exactly.
And they can do anything. They can make that thing short circuit. They can make it tase your ass.
And like we said,
anything. We don't know.
And remember that movie, the one we just watched with the drones, the Native American.
Oh yeah. What was that shit called?
But they had drones and they would search for the people that are living off the grid. So they got a plan for that too. That's why they shutting these borders down and they're controlling these borders. So when a Negro escapes the city and be like, I'm gonna live off the grid, then they're gonna be like, well, you gotta cross this border first. they're gonna have soldiers at the borderline. They're gonna have. That's why they're building these robots. Robots.
And then when the soldiers did come on them, they didn't start shooting at them. They was trying to contain them and put that C-hip in them.
Yeah.
And like all the people, they wanted everybody to go to the academy.
Yeah.
The academy,
Yeah,
and like,
they was conforming.
yeah, to conform, and then you live good. But that's like that. You got to take the mark of the beast to get there, man.
What was that series called?
Man, it was a series. It was a movie. It was a movie. I can't remember, man. Let me think.
They had the Native Americans in there.
We just watched it the other day.
Yeah. You know, they had our people in there living off the grid. You know, and then the other side, like we said, conforming. And this ain't gonna blow. This ain't gonna blow it. But he said it was about a woman's daughter. It was concerned about this woman's daughter, and he was telling her that no matter what, if she's your daughter or not, if she stay in that system long enough, she's gonna conform and she's gonna come against you. And she was like, nah. And that's what our people are doing. They've been conformed to this world and they coming against us. Because all in their head is I'm a better person because, you know.
It's called Night Raiders.
Night Raiders.
I think that's what it is.
I think it's Night Raiders.
I think it's Night Raiders.
Yeah,
let me just look a little bit more.
And then, you know, so when you tell your parents or your family, like, I don't believe in school no more, they're going to be like, they're going to think you.
Yeah, that
tripping.
was it.
Yeah,
that's
Night
it.
Raiders.
Yeah.
They're going to think you tripping. Because they've been learning that, hey, that's the only thing that we got to come up out of poverty. And what the Most High say, you're more valuable than sparrows.
Many sparrows.
Many sparrows. And he said he's going to make a man more precious than gold by the furnace of affliction. So if you're suffering, that don't mean that the devil, that you for the devil, man, or that you got a devil on you. But the Most High, what they do? They mock Job. And then the Most High increased him at his end. So we're Jobites. Most High is going to increase us at our end. But in the meanwhile, they mocking us, saying that we broke, we get a job, get an education and all that. Want us to talk perfect English according. This ain't even real English, man. Old English, if you go back to Old English, it sounds like foreign language, man. So these devils, these Edomite devils, they tell me, hey, dude, that's not even how you pronounce that. That's not how you pronounce that. Go back to the Old English, man. Go ahead. You got something?
Yeah, come. This is Hebrews chapter 2, verse 10. And it reads, for it became him for whom are all things, and by whom are all things.
By whom are all things. Yahweh made everything through Yahawashi and the angels. And I can see that. Angels, you know, look at how many beasts. And it says that in the scripture how many beasts are made. You got creeping, you know, that's a angels help Yahawashi make those creatures and all that. You got the ant, you got the grasshopper, you got the locust, you got the, you know,
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar, you got the lizard, you got the Komodo dragon, you got the
so many animals.
So many. You got the lion, the tiger, the bear, the fucking giraffe and shit. The
dodo bird.
Yeah.
Including the ocean.
The ocean. That's a living thing. The ocean.
Yeah, the whole.
You got the sand of the sea, man, that stops the ocean.
Shit, man.
You got the trees. The trees grow taller than, and they just sit there. Most High can make them an army and shit, and they'll whip your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like the tree is strong as hell and shit.
You know?
And then you got the elephant that knocks the trees down. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they did that thing on Lord of the Rings, had all the trees fighting and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that stuff that the Lord really could do.
Yeah.
He really could do that.
Yeah. But the tree, what did the Most High make the trees bear fruit for his sons, man? We eat first, man, before these nations and shit.
Yep.
His people are the apple of his eye.
This is this supper. This is us getting to eat first. It's true. Everybody else didn't get to eat. They get to eat later, and they don't get to be immortal.
Yeah,
if you're not Israel,
you got these heathens going through the same problem. They're going through adultery and shit. They need order. You know, they ain't all perfect.
Yep.
And they're the ones that's so-called claiming religious more more than they say we are. They think, you know, we consider as criminals and shit on cops and, you know, and fuck ups and as the celebrities represent all, you know, most of Jake's and shit. Now every celebrity is a spokesman and shit for Jake. Go ahead.
And bringing many sons unto glory.
Many sons. That's what the Most High starts with. That's why they attack the black male, because they know he got a potential to lead his people in a different way. Malcolm X, he was so-called those kind of characters we talk about. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they were kind of like a leadership structure for us, like a shepherd. But they weren't teaching us the right thing. They was teaching us really we want equal rights. We want, you know, that affirmative action shit. That's co-linking with this American system, man. That's wanting a piece of the American pie. You don't want a piece of the American pie, man. I don't want nothing in America's refrigerator and shit. I don't want the goodies, no pies, no cakes. I don't want the good stuff in America.
But pies.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit.
I don't want even the healthy stuff in America's refrigerator.
We good.
This is all tampered with. It's all poisoned out.
Yep.
Go ahead.
To make the captain of their salvation perfect through sufferings.
Yep, through suffering, man. You know? We're going to be made perfect through suffering. It might seem like a bad deal, but hey, I think that's how every family is supposed to be constructed. If your father kicks you out of the house for doing wrong, you're going to suffer out there because you ain't got nowhere to go. And everybody's going to be like, well, I can't keep him because he's not my son and shit. Where's your parents at? That's the first thing people ask. Where's your parents at? Well, I got a problem. I got kicked out a lot. You want me to do this and that? Well, you gotta go back there. I can't keep you. And that's basically what America is saying. Y'all ain't our people. We can't keep y'all. They're still trying to get under that umbrella and catch up with America and all that. But they really telling us like we ain't supposed to be considered. Y'all work that shit out in the ghettos and shit. You know? That's why they'll show up and call up a dispute and they'll end up shooting them and shit. They don't do it, man. They end up shooting the man. And then the woman like, I didn't want y'all to shoot him. But we don't give a damn about that. We just here as take care of business, and that was the business. Well, that was that spirit of business that was on it. People try to put that spirit of business on. You know? Is that it on that?
Yeah.
What is Psalm 74 and 1?
Okay.
And what did it say? The king is after the Most High's heart. Like the Most High put instructions in the king's heart to do what he wants. And these people's, like they body is hooked up to this matrix. So all the Most High do have to do is send an angel down there into this man's mind. And he gonna do that. Gonna carry out that. The Most High is in control of everything. Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 74, verse 1, and it reads, Must chill of Asaph, O Yahawah, why hast thou?
I said
Psalm 74, 1?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's it. So, O Most High, Yahawah, why hast thou cast us off forever? Why doeth thine anger smoke against the sheep of thy pasture?
Yeah, because we the sheep of his pasture, and the Most High is angry at Israel. And angry and foremost of the gatekeepers of the leadership. Because we're the ones supposed to be influencing, but it's all out of order now, so the Most High had to set a remnant up. But before we was all Israel and we had a priesthood, you know, we had things set up, the Treasury Department, you know, consolation, stuff, councils and all that. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and
like
it
I remember the Matrix,
yeah.
They had that whole panel of judges and shit. They was figuring out, you know, whether they should send ships and all that. You know?
Esau.
Yeah.
Lord wrote all that down.
But you know, he don't want to be black, but in that day of Sarah Connor, he gonna turn black as hell. Because you want to be black so much.
So it look like a crusty ass crouton in that bit. Look like one of the croutons you left on the grill by.
These devils they peep boys, man. All they do is ride their parents' cars and shit. They don't even know about struggle.
You in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
You talking like you in the driver's seat.
You the basis of the earth, man.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Verse 2, remember thy congregation,
Yep.
which thou hast purchased of old.
Most High purchased us of old. We were purchased from the beginning. Remember your congregation you purchased of the old. Now we want to be purchased. If you're a slave, you want somebody to buy you out of that slavery and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They got them slave movies. The slave master showed up, and he lived in the north and shit, a better house and a mansion and shit. He got water and shit.
Yeah, he got good water and good vegetation.
And they be like, well, at tour you can only be sold, and they be like, I hope I'm bought out.
Yeah, shit.
So you want to be bought out by the Most High, man.
Yeah.
You want to be bought. Hey, the Most High purchase us from this devil, from this American system. Because Most High, you know, he the devil's he submitted to him, but you know, Most High through us, he keep his he gotta, you know, he bargains too. He negotiates too. Because we fleshly men. So Most High say, hey, just like Job, he said you could do anything but take his life, but Satan was like, all right, shit. At least I got enough of that where I could do this to him.
You know, he bought us with his own blood, you know. Yeah. He bought us with his own blood, man. His son, bring his son, you know.
Through these means of physical means, you Most High, that's why we got to preach to the Most High. Well, what have you done? Well, we fucked up and slept with these nations, Most High. Like, now I got to talk to these nations.
Yeah.
You know? Because he's a fair power.
He's a fair power.
So he got to talk to these nations like, man, okay, my sons committed fornication with your daughters, whatever. I'm going to pay you out by putting them in slavery and servitude and tribute to you. Now, our tribulation to these nations to work out our going off with the Most High and doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
But at the end of
so what they say? They say, well, what about like Esau? He was a supplanter. Most High look at him. He supplanted me these 2 times. You know? Accused of our brethren. They be accusing us. Go ahead.
Then bring the splash water next time. The purchase of the rod of thine inheritance, which thou hast, which thou hast redeemed. This Mount Zion.
Mount Zion. That's where his redemption is, man. It says Savior should come out of Zion. Go ahead.
Wherein thou hast dwelt.
Wherein thou hast dwelt. That's where the Most High is dwelt in us. And now, we're scattered across the world, but he said the kingdom was within you, so he dwells within us. Not in no building, not among these other nations. You know, you might see Moab, who was that? Ishmael blessed and all that. That don't mean shit. What they gonna do when this shit breaks down?
Yeah, what they gonna do when the noodle pop? Yeah. What you gonna do when Jacob's trouble comes?
Yeah, that's
really what it's gonna be.
That's why they joining the BRICS. Russia is the head of the BRICS and shit. You know? They following this Edomite.
Oh yeah, 3. You want to go read verse 3? It says right here. Go ahead and read that. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Psalm chapter 74, verse 3. Lift up thy feet unto the perpetual desolations. Yep. Even all that the enemy have done wickedly in the sanctuary.
Stomp them motherfuckers out. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Thine enemies roar in the midst of thy congregations.
That's what they do. As lions, it said. And Esau, the main enemy, it says, he go as to and fro as a lion seeking who he may devour.
They set up, and it says they set up their ensign for signs.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just like that Psalms 49:11. They call it lands after their own names. You know, all these businesses is trademarks.
Yeah, just like the American, the tallest building they built in Oklahoma City. A symbol of their power.
They think this is a symbol of their power.
The new 9/11 building.
Well, the Lord said that they'll build, but I will throw down. It's gonna get all turned to the ground.
And they modeled after. They modeled the height of that building after the Declaration of Independence from Britain, which is a damn lie. I mean, it's just like a young harlot saying, "I don't need you, mother, no more. I don't need you, dad, no father, no more. I'm on my own." But that's their parent, Britain and England.
Mother will be sore confounded. Yeah. Like I said in Jeremiah 50, they're gonna be ashamed of this place, man. Yeah. And they're gonna send them missiles with the bricks. They're gonna be ashamed of this place, man. Shame is covering this place.
Because what happened with the British mandate to establish Israel as a state, and then who was it signed by? Roosevelt and this very country and shit. So they got ties with each other. With the Brits, they still got ties with Britain.
They got that statue where it's got a Gadite and a Judite man standing next to him. Theodore Roosevelt. They got that statue of him when they took down the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom.
That's Roosevelt, right?
Yeah, that's Roosevelt.
I seen servants.
Yep, horses.
Yep, I was just thinking. I had this. I was thinking about that scripture earlier. Yeah, that's a spirit right there.
And then Esau has want to walk the earth like it's talking about them.
Hell no, man, you creeping.
Talking about us. Yeah, you creeping on us.
Your head bobbing like that crow over there. You bobbing too much. You got something you hide. You know what I'm saying? You doing too much. We see your ass, man. You ain't slick.
And the 13 stripes on the flag, 13 colonies of Britain. So. Go ahead.
All right, it's another one. I got Mark chapter 13, verse 1, and the point is in 2. As he went out of the temple, one of his disciples said unto him, Master, see what manner of stones and what buildings are here. Like we seen the big, like you said, the big Devon Tower, all that stuff. Verse 2, and it reads, and Yahawashi answering said unto him, seest thou these great buildings? There shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Even back in 70 AD, the Roman Empire, they had the Colosseums and all that. These. Smite all those kingdoms, taking the crowns off, snatching the crowns off these kingdoms' head, man.
Just like you were saying, it's Rome all over again. We got Roman numerals in school. The Colosseums is here. The football stadium.
One of the most popular languages here is Spanish, which is a form of Latin.
And then you got like all the days, Monday through Sunday, is all named after Roman gods. Like this is Rome.
Roman and Greek gods.
Best way is tells they crusty ass streets. They got cracks all in it and shit. Talk about y'all, the child is excellent.
It ain't nothing exciting about this because everywhere you go, you paying for shit.
Yeah, man.
Even if you go to Disneyland, you pay for that.
You paying for everything. But that's why this is Esau Edom, so-called white man's heaven. Because he can pay for it. He got the black card. You know what? What's his name? Neo or whatever. What's his name? Not Neo. Nah, he did that black card, no limit. That motherfucker. Who that nigga?
That's Usher, ain't it?
Yeah, Usher. That's why they happy. They can pay whatever.
Russell Simmons came out with the black card and shit.
You go to the fair, you get the wristband, you get to ride all the rides, as many as you want.
You go to the arcade at Disneyland. You don't spend money, you spend Disneyland money. You spend money for the arcade. And then when the arcade closed down, you be like, shit, I got like $5 worth of arcade coins and I can't
even play the damn game.
Yeah. And I can't buy shit with this shit. Because ain't no good if you ain't playing the arcade.
And that's what's gonna happen with the MOTB. It's gonna turn into arcade money.
Yeah.
If you don't got that wristband, your ass can't get shit.
Or even like food stamps. You can't buy a car with food stamps.
Yep.
Like I got $1 million in food stamps. First of all, you did something illegal to get that shit. Nobody got $1 million in food stamps. You know what I'm saying?
You done finesse talking about I got 20 kids. Like you got one.
Yeah.
You straight lied, bro.
Yeah. So
that
all
was
this
it.
currency is about to change. The price we are going with is spiritual, man. It's not no, that's why the Most High said you're gonna be redeemed without money. You can't purchase us. The so-called white man can't purchase the elect. They already been purchased. And the Most High likes what he purchased. You know how you say, nah, this ain't for sale. You have your best car. It's like you hooked it up. It's custom made. Like, nah.
Yeah,
I put a lot of work in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's floor room property.
To the Lord, Esau, Edom is a.
Yeah, because we property. These women be like complaining that y'all call us property. We property of the Most.
Yeah. We the Lord's wife, the nation. We the Lord's possession. You know, you gonna want to be with us though, because if you ain't the Lord's possession, your ass going into slavery. That's what we telling you.
That's why the Most High gonna give y'all into these concentration camps. These the private prisons. He's gonna send y'all off to war. So that's the price of blood for the Americans' way. You paying a price. You go into the military, and they purchase you into the military. And you're gonna have to spill blood for the military. Because what is it for the price of oil? So-called for the price of freedom, but it ain't no freedom here. The price of whatever they tell you they fighting for. Peace, liberty, justice for all. You get back, your legs and got blown off. I'll give you a purple heart, you rolling in a wheelchair. Can't even get no box no more.
Nope, they didn't get no box. Go to the VA, they make you fight for your money.
Yeah.
Then when you do get your money,
sign up and prove all this thing that you was a veteran.
Yeah, you gotta be like,
pictures of war. This is me getting my legs blown out.
Like, look, my fucking legs are gone. What do you fucking mean I have to prove this?
They got iPhones these days. They record.
Yeah.
They carry me in a garner and shit. I'm done. And then the next, all they give you is a fucking a fixed income.
Yeah, fixed income. They sent you some clamps in the mail, and they was the wrong size. Like, these motherfuckers are some devils, man. They don't care.
Say that to them before they go to war.
Yeah.
Look, if your legs get blown off, we got prosthetics.
Yeah, it ain't been and we got vocab still talking shit because vocab brain don't work. But the majority, since they had that draft, they made them women and the men issue the draft. It ain't been as much talking shit. And who knows? They can raise it. We don't know. And that's why you gotta have Yahawah, Yahawashi. Yeah, you gotta have Yahawah, Yahawashi, man, because the Lord will make it where you don't go. Yeah. And maybe we do get locked in prison if we don't go. Because I'm a young brother too. This is something I gotta think about. So it's like, hey, if it happened, it happened. But we're not fighting for this devil, man. We would die for Yahawah, Yahawashi out here, man.
Muhammad Ali, he was about what? Maybe about 26 when they had that mandated him to go to war.
And they locked him up in prison. But he got back out. Yeah. Just trust in the Lord, Jake. And if you don't make it out, strive unto death. You will be crowned with life. Like that. This is a serious thing we're doing, Jake. It's not like this is for death to you part. It's a marriage, man. Yeah, it's not a joke. Like, we really out here serving y'all while y'all side to the death. And that's why a lot of Jakes can't get into this thing and stay in it, because they not really ready to die for what they believe in, man. You got to be willing to know that you might not make it, Jake, but you will come back. Don't fear this death, man. It's a quick moment, and then you're out of here, man. You're out of this plague of sin forever. You get to be immortal with the Heavenly Father, man.
It says, Zechariah 12:1, the burden of the word of the Lord for Israel, said the Lord, which stretched out forth the heavens, which and laid the foundations of the earth, and formeth the spirit of man within him. Most High formed the spirit in man. He put your spirit in the body. That's the true battery of man, the spirit. If somebody, that's why people lose their spirit, like they you know, and they have a weak spirit and they lose it, you know. Like you know, in time of Jacob's trouble, you could be having all kind of muscles, but if your spirit is lost, you ain't gonna be nobody. You're gonna end up being, you know, shackled yourself. You be like, damn, all these strong Jakes, you got strong Jakes. Jake is the strongest. He's the strongest in the military. He's strongest in the NFL. Strongest in basketball. I'm just using physical reference now. He's stronger in UFC and all that. How was he taken down by these devils? Well, when we sin against the Most High, our spirit gets weak. That's our kryptonite. Because we know we done something bad. We like, oh shit. We gotta tap like the, you know how that they say in the same scripture, Most High angry with us.
Yep.
And then we get back on the Most High's good side. Lord, don't consume us. Because all this stuff, you know, when you do stuff, dark clouds come upon you. The people start being divided against you. And you be like, something's going on, man. We didn't cause none of this. Something's going on because the Most High is angry with us. He was rapping with us.
Yep, and it was just part of prophecy. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. And it reads, this matter is by the decree of the watchers.
The watchers already been set up. They're men. Go ahead.
And the demand by the word of the holy ones.
The holy ones, man. They're men. They set up. They're sons. To you sons I call, go ahead.
To the intent.
To the intent, man.
That the living may know.
See, it's intentional for the living to know. All living ain't gonna know, but the intention is there. Go ahead.
That the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Whatever kingdom is set up, Most High ruleth in it. The Babylonian Empire, Most High was looking down at them. Why do you think he destroyed the tower? He said, and he confused the people. He was there at that time. Persian and Medes, he had them taken down by the Greeks. So forth with the Romans taking over the Greeks. Most High put it in their spirit. You know, to do that. Go ahead.
And give it to,
because what he said, and it's appointed time for everything.
God.
It's a time to pluck up, time to plant, time to love, time to hate,
time for war, time for peace.
Time for peace. It was a time of war, and Most High had them people war against each other to take one of them down. Yep. Go ahead.
And give it to whomsoever he will.
Whomsoever he will. So just like this, if Israel complained, if you love us, why you give a so-called white man this power over us for a certain time, appointed time? But he's the Most High; he could do whatever he wants to. But he still shows that he loves Israel. Because hey, some jakes are having fun in this motherfucker. Some jakes, I don't see what's wrong. It's a sunny day. I got my wife, my children. Man, I go to church and shit.
I give to the poor.
Yeah.
They think the Lord care about it. He don't care about that shit, man.
Every time you see TikTok, jakes shaking their ass and shit. They having fun, so it must not be too bad.
And he don't care about all that. If you ain't serving Yahawah, Yahawashi, he don't care, man. He don't care whatever you doing. If it's not to serve Yahawah, Yahawashi, it don't care. He don't care. You know.
And you say, well, that seems like prison. It seems like somebody. That seems like the so-called white man trying to control you. Not. I'm keeping you, and I'm telling you that you're gonna be fed. You're gonna have abundance. You're gonna have wives. You're gonna have your heart's desire. Shit, in Esau slavery, you can't have that shit. If you have your heart's desire, you're gonna be like, well, why can't I be rich? And he ain't gonna be able to let you be rich without having you go through some loops. You can't just build in the middle of the street or on the side of the street. They're gonna be pulling up on you like, this is private property. You're in front of a business. Well, I just want to be free. I'm just out here, and it's freedom and liberty. No, you gotta ask the owner.
You gotta have a permit for that.
Permit. Ask the owner if it's cool to be
Permit.
in front of your store.
Tax bag.
Yeah.
We gotta run your background, make sure you ain't got no felonies.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't even go past a certain speed limit in this motherfucker. Unless you gonna get arrested, give a ticket, eventually get arrested if you don't pay that. Go ahead.
And set it up over at the basis of men.
Who's the basis of men? Most High set this so-called white man up over everybody. Don't say that ain't so because you can't get your license. You can't get your pilot license. You can't get you can't get your degree.
Like you don't even have the right to get you a drink.
Yeah.
You gotta pay the fish.
Yeah. You gotta pay the fish,
man. $15 a month.
Yeah.
Like I'm already in captivity. I gotta pay you $15 to go get the fish. I gotta pay you $15
It's a curfew.
Yep.
You can't fish after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like
It's all okay. I'd rather be under the leadership of the Most High.
this is one spot too, man. We go because I didn't think about fishing sometimes too, man. That's one spot. Man, this is one spot I see tons of fishes in there. Like, man, it's one spot down over there. Man, if I can remember, it's like on 20th or something. It's over there, 120th or something.
But that's not a common thing now because they make a Yahawashi rode up and Peter and Andrew or something.
And they was fishing. They was fishing.
They didn't have but they could have. I mean, they was under the Roman regime.
They was fishing, just fishing. And he said, "I'm gonna make you fish for some men." So Jake like fishing, like
But you can have a goldfish, buy a goldfish from Walmart and put it in your aquarium.
Yeah, they like containment. They like captivity. And that's what the animals like. That we seen that Elder Carl sent us that video. This elephant man stomped on this dude because he was trying to poke it to get it to go. Like he was trying to make it go do a tourist run. Like had a tourist rider. That's slavery for that animal. Man, he stomped that dude out. I'm talking about stepped on the neck and head, pressed on it, everything, man.
Put him up with his trunk.
Put him up with his trunk and then threw him on the ground, man. Like,
the spirits have spirit in animals too.
Yep.
Like you can't like the birds are watching them. They might see a hateful Jake and start attacking his ass.
Because they like this vibration. They like the vibration of Jake being upright to the best of his abilities because that's what they seek for. They seek to have a ruler. And this place is so messed up. They don't really have a specific dwelling place. That's why you see the animals is moving out of their places.
Man. They put them in a damn zoo, man.
Yeah, man.
And getting people's money off of them going to the zoo.
And then they take all the trees down, they saturate the oil out of the ground, they do all this stuff. And so then, the animals, they move to a different place. You see these bears coming into people's backyards, breaking in people's houses, finding lions in habitations they ain't never been. They got these just recently these gigantic spiders, man, these yellow spiders. They say they harmless, but they venomous. That don't make no sense. But they just over there in Texas now. They some flying spiders, man. They yellow and they're like this big, man.
You saw creating things.
Man, that big. Like them things is not no regular spiders, man.
What's that? Many
Yeah, they migrating over there. They said they seen a bunch of them mugs just out there in the woods, just posted up.
But like you said too, the spirit of them, like it says, spirit of the beast goes down to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a spirit of beast, and the police dog has been attacking the police.
Yep.
That's the Most High. He said he's gonna put his spirit on all flesh.
All flesh. And that vengeance is gonna come. That vessels of vengeance will come.
Get that.
Oh yeah, I'll pull up that vessels of vengeance. Yeah, we pull that up.
First get that spirit on all flesh.
Okay.
That's not only talking about men, it's talking about beasts too. Because what did it say? It said, go to the beast, and he shall teach thee.
Mm-hmm. Go to the ant thou sluggard too.
Yeah, go to the ant thou sluggard. Most High in everything, man. Look, you remember that situation that a lot of kids experience? Go to the anthill, you stomp on it, You get bit like a mother. You'll never do that shit again.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, you got some
You
people, they
have to
look,
cut them motherfuckers off you and shit.
yeah. And they look at us like worms and ants. They look at us like that.
Yeah.
This is the greatest seated army. And just like that movie, A Bug's Life, they was like going against the ants, the grasshoppers, and they was up in there, and they was at the little bar. They had a little bar, and they had a whole bunch of little peanuts in this thing. And he was like, yeah, one ant, that ain't nothing, right? He threw one of them. He said, all right, well, how about all of them? He threw that thing out. All of them, like, drowned their ass. So that's what the Lord's finna do. He's finna bring those 144,000 leg men. It's gonna be something like you ain't never seen, man.
If you saw 144,000 ants coming down the street, you gonna
pulling up on your ass.
You might just want to like get in your car and leave.
Yeah, you gonna be shit, like.
But something else is going on.
But this time the ants is gonna be the men. That's what they call us. They call us ants and worms. But the Lord said, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob. I'll be there. You know,
I will help thee."
Yep.
I got what I'm turning to butterflies. So hopefully we get them angelic wings and have it.
This is Acts chapter 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
Like the birds that be gathered in a parking lot, and it's like 100 of them or something. They just on people's cars and shit. That's a sign. When they circulate over this one place, and those are signs, man. Most High putting in the beast. Go ahead. You got something?
Oh yeah, he said he had some.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 14. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
Yeah. We seek. Here we cut off our part. No continuing city. That's why I say you can go. Let's say you decide to just go south, and then you get you some open land to where you got. If you run out of gas, that's your ass. So somebody, they got borders and things set up for to keep you captivated in the inner city. This is not a continuing city yet. Jerusalem, once we get established in Jerusalem, it's going to be a continual. Our gates should be opened up continually. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a continual city that's forever, and these heathens are going to pay tribute forever.
Mm-hmm. It said there will be continual employment.
And it actually used that word, employment.
Yeah, we're going to steady hire y'all. And some of us, we just going to steady slap you in the back of your head. Yeah.
And we seek one to come.
Some of y'all ain't going to be working. Some of y'all just going to be getting your ass whooped because you was talking a whole lot of shit. Okay?
Most High going to have that, still have that kind of, not so much tough guy, but that opposite spirit of you.
Yeah.
Beat you down.
Yeah, Lord gonna have a sense of humor. I'm gonna be dropping pianos on Jakes and shit. I'm not Jake, but the Edomite. Yeah, you know what I mean? They gonna get the worst.
You know how they came up with games to play with us? I said, we're gonna meditate terror.
Man, we're gonna meditate terror on your ass.
See what this Edomite does if we
see what he does. We string him by his legs and dangle him a little bit, watch him scream and shit.
See how long he lasts.
See how long. It ain't gonna be that long.
Like a kid when he puts a toy in a grinder and see what it does.
You gonna be like, man.
Children be trying different shit.
Man, after 1,000 years of slavery,
you gonna have the heart of a child, man.
All we gonna hear
with full wisdom, though.
Yeah. All you gonna be is thank you. That's it. You know? Thank you. After the 1,000 years of slavery, all the nations are gonna say, thank you. Take my son. Take my daughter. Get them out of here. You know? Well, he read that one, and then I can go to 18, Acts 2:18, and all about to pour out the Spirit, and all my yeah. Okay. Did you finish that? Yes. Okay. Yeah, and all my servants and all my handmaidens, I will pour out. In those days of my Spirit.
Yeah, that's why men are having visions and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Old men and young children and women too.
Yep, and they shall prophesy.
What do they do? They tell their husbands.
And then, but then you got these women who think that means that they can go out and teach or go out and do that. But a prophetess just means you the wife of a prophet. You ain't supposed to be out on the battlefield. That's not where you're supposed to be at. And women be like, nah, I'm tough. Well, we gonna see when that World War III comes. You got to strap them boots on. Since you want to be a man, you going to strap them boots on. You got to fight for Esau Edom. Because why? Because you don't want to be in the order of Yahawah, Yahawashi. He just said, sit your ass down, cook something for your husband, do something real good for him, and stay out the way. Please him. Why is that so hard? Please him. A man don't hate his own flesh. So really, treat him good. What you think he gonna do?
All about why is that boxing is a key point.
Hey man. Yeah.
And that's why we're gonna have so many of them.
Yeah.
I got it with you. And shit, hey, they're not busting seed in you. Don't you pregnant? Well, let me deal with this woman now. Take care of that baby and let me deal with.
Even in that time, it's not like we just gonna completely neglect the election. You know, you go.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
In the kingdom, you gonna be happy as hell. Your man gonna have all kind of rivers and you remember
man, you gonna be living it up.
Remember
you gonna be living it up.
Remember Martin when Barton L. Hill was on there? He said, I got a lake in the back, Barton, we got all kind of fish in there.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a river.
Man, you gonna be having blast. You ain't gonna be thinking about nothing like you gonna be, oh, you came back, I didn't even notice. Yeah. Like you gonna be doing so much more stuff, and you gonna have the heathens as slaves. You gonna be like, baby, take care of the whole planet. I'm finna leave. Like you gonna be second in command.
The knowledge is gonna be.
You gonna be straight.
The knowledge is gonna be more than it is now.
You gonna be straight, man. Man. I'm talking about. Yeah. Just like that dream I was talking about. Just like that dream I was talking about. I had. Yeah. Like it was like I seen a whole aquamarine kingdom, and it was like. And I remember Elder Kazak was talking about he was gonna make one like that, and that's why that dream, because it happened twice, man. It was crazy because it was, the Elder was in it. I don't want to talk about you, but it was man. I don't want to say too far.
That's why,
man.
That's kind of like a sort of a link to what we be able to experience in the kingdom. Because when Paul said, "There's no words I can utter,"
man.
Sometimes when you dream, you can't even utter that. It's like I can't even explain.
I tried to.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Like ocean was within an ocean, and I came out the other side, and I was flying, and the cape was. And
you could tell it's a peaceful time, but it was almost like terrifying.
Yeah.
At the same time, because it's like you seeing like the least of Yahawah. Like that's terrifying at the same time. Even if you're immortal to see that, like.
It's like we mentioned Leviathan.
Yeah.
That's terrible, man. I don't want to really see Leviathan, but if we do, most likely gonna have us the spirit to deal with it.
Yeah, but we're gonna be like, oh shit, big motherfucker.
And Moab won't even admit that he did that story from the Bible.
Godzilla. Yep.
That story from the Bible, man.
Yep.
Boy, I think he owns some shit.
Yeah, Godzilla, the Kraken, all that go back to the Leviathan, and there's more than just one Leviathan. What has ever been any seed line with just one? There's a many of them motherfuckers down there, and they finna come. They finna come for Esau, the ones that try to go down into the ocean and try to hide from their missiles. You ain't gonna get away. Lord gonna get you.
And Leviathan, remember we said he wasn't even hungry.
He wasn't even hungry.
He was just mad and stomping.
He was just mad and stomping on motherfuckers. They were shooting at him. He came out there and destroyed the whole city. He didn't eat not one person. He just stomped on a bunch of people. He was slapping people with the tail.
That's all most I could do. He could make the most terrible creature, and he don't even eat.
He don't even eat.
They said about Behemoth, he eat the grass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And then it says the lion's gonna go back to eat grass.
Yeah. That damn Leviathan don't need no human. That thing eat metal. That thing eat a ship. You don't have no idea what that thing is capable of. The Godzilla they show on there, that's probably like a baby Leviathan. Like the real one, the big one, that's like it kind of reminds me of the father of them.
The lions with the hyenas, they don't really eat hyenas. They just want to prove their dominance. Like, quit fucking with our food and shit. We are king of the jungle. But they'll just keep them in their mouth and let them just, just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got man, come on, man. That's why I love the planet. What do they call it? The planet. Watching the jungle.
Yeah.
Planet.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing. I had one. I can't remember what it was.
You can learn a lot from the animals, man. You got cheetahs that got. They ain't powerful. They get ate up by a lion, but they faster than the lion. That's the dynamics of the Most High.
You saying it's like the Lord made every creature got a
pros
and cons to it.
Yeah.
Got a defense.
Like I said, lions hardly fuck with them porcupines because they can't. They get stabbed and all that.
And that's the thing that the Lord is gonna bring, like even more wild creatures, like newly created beasts in Jacob's trouble. So it's gonna be stuff we ain't never seen, terrifying stuff we ain't never seen, man. That's why I got pulled up. But I'll let you go where you want to go.
You can go to that Most High made the beast to tear.
Okay.
Teeth to tear.
Yeah, I had that wisdom of Solomon for that.
There was an old woman I remember. It was a couple of stories, more than a couple, where she got ate up by dogs.
Yeah, this happened often.
Yeah, it'd be like 5 or 7 or 10 dogs or whatever. That's what happened to Jezebel.
That's what happened to them 40 kids and them 2 she bears.
Yeah,
they tore them kids up because they was making fun of the prophets, man.
Yeah.
They tore them kids up.
It was Elijah they was making fun of. Go down to our ball head.
Yep.
That's how. Most High ain't emotional. It's just like he ain't for no child play stuff.
Still.
Yeah. So that might have seemed like a little thing. No, don't play with the private. Your children will get ripped up.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 3, and it reads, "And I will appoint over them 4 kinds."
Go before that.
All right. Verse 2, "And it shall come to pass,
Go ahead.
if they say unto thee, Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, Thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as are for famine to the famine."
Yeah, that's what people gonna be dying out: the famine, the sword,
Mm-hmm.
all manners of death.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And such as are such, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Yep. Because everything happens in captivity.
Right.
Get shot by your enemy, get pressed, get imprisoned by your enemy,
Right.
get put to death, executed.
Verse 3, "And I will appoint over them 4 kinds.
4 kinds. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord, the sword to slay."
The sword to slay. Modern day sword is the gun, but he gets sliced up by the sword too. I mean, by, knife or whatever.
And the ultimate sword is the missiles.
Yep. Because they shoot.
Yep. And the dogs to tear.
The dogs to tear, man. Dogs that eat your ass up and shit, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the fowls.
And what do they tear with their teeth?
Yep.
That's why it says it says break out the teeth of the young lion, meaning they're military, because that's how they fight, Jake. That's how they tear up, Jake.
Yep. With that military power.
And when you go into the military, you get shot by a damn machine gun and eat up your flesh like it's biting you.
Yeah. They teach you how to be a dog, a demon.
Yep. Go ahead.
And the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven.
The fowls of the heaven, man. Like even in the jungle, the vultures be waiting for the lion. They just be waiting around. The lions don't talk to the vultures. Every now and then they will, but they going off the beast to feed their family, and the vultures get the leftovers.
They'll attack one that get caught lacking.
Yeah.
Usually them birds be
and that's when they hungry.
They gone.
That's when they in dire straits.
Yeah.
But they choice meal the buffalo and
the gazelles, and deer, and stuff like that.
But the vultures, they wait around for the leftover meal.
Yeah.
So everybody got their role to play, even in the animal kingdom.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
So when this famine comes and shit, the birds are gonna be eating people. Man.
Thing and
owls,
pecking eyes out and shit.
vultures and shit.
That's what they always do in the
Crows.
movies too.
Yeah.
The crows, whenever it be like a dead person or something, they pick out the eye first.
Yeah.
They go for that eye because that's the easiest shit to get to. Yeah.
Just chewing that eye. Just like
Pluck that thing out. They don't got no remorse. None of that shit.
Yeah.
They eating that shit like.
Then they look around like.
Yeah, look around like. Ain't nobody.
Get the digging.
Ain't nobody trying to get my shit. All right. You know.
They don't care about blood and all that.
They not emotional. They got no emotion.
But humans, they see blood out.
Yeah.
Because what it say in the scriptures, to us, it's the blood of the blood is the life is in the blood.
Yeah.
So that means death to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of these animals, they could take better wounds than we can. You know, they tougher than, you know what I'm saying. They didn't used to be, because we were wrestling Samson. I think he was wrestling a lion and all that. Yeah, we used to have our full strength. We used to be able to wrestle lions and all that. Bears and all that. Yeah, you body slam a bear.
Yeah, you had King David pulled a jaw out of a damn lion, like ripped his ass up. So that's why animals was afraid of us in the beginning. They was afraid of us. They're like, hey, rip my ass up. Jake wasn't no weak ass, you know. Jake wasn't nothing to play with, man.
I think it was Samson took a lion's jawbone or something.
That's what I talked about. I talked about
the Philistines, man.
That's what I talked about. See the men as trees, and then they talked about the other trees, and Ezekiel envied Adam. You know, because we knew that was the other nations was there. They said they envy him, but they ain't do nothing. They ain't trying to pull up on him. Yeah, Adam was jacked.
That's why they don't want us to have this spiritual power, man.
Oh, man.
It's over. You see a nigga walk through a wall, you're going to be like, oh, your nuts are going to drop. And then
men's heart fell in them for fear.
Yeah.
Your
heart is going to be like no longer there. It ain't even beating like, what the fuck? What do they say? They should mount up like wings.
Yeah. That's eagles. Run to and fro like sparks in the stubble. Not be faint, man. That's that flash, man. All that stuff that you see with action figures and stuff.
What do they say? This is dream world, right? Dreams do come true. We have the American dream.
Yeah.
So what if our dreams come true? Brothers have had dreams of spiritual power.
Yeah.
What if they come true, Esau?
What happens?
It's a mockery against you, and you're gonna be feeling threatened, like, oh shit.
And we know that you know, when it comes down to it, your dreams is gonna come true. You're gonna get that full circle. You're gonna get that ass whooping. Y'all made the Lion King. You can't act like you ain't doing that. It's a full circle. All that shit you did gotta come back.
Yeah.
Just, you know, a little bit more going into the you know, the different animals, you know. Wisdom of Solomon 17, 18, 11, 17. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 verse 17, it reads, for thy mighty hand that made the world of matter without form.
Well, the Most High has called men brute beasts and all that. Like that knit with Peter, 4 corners of the earth. Knit with 4 corners. It wasn't talking about all manner of beasts. It was talking about our people. Because some of our people are slothful. Some of our people, they busy bodies, which is on the other side. They get into shit.
Getting everybody else's business and shit.
You know? Our people are like damn lions and shit. They just, you know, run over everything. And,
looking for a fight.
Yeah. So that was us. That's why our own people, man. Not the world. Go ahead. And not no real beast, man. We can finally eat pork. What kind of madness is that, man? Whoever wanted to eat pork that much to where that parabolic scripture, oh, now we can eat. Why?
Like a pig will eat a whole damn body. You want to eat that? Like you go chop up a body and put it with some whatever. The pig is gonna eat that shit, man.
He ate a pig, eat a dead dog. Man.
Anything, man. And you want to put that in your body?
The garbage can of the earth.
Yeah, man. Fuck that, man.
And then Jake eat the worst of the pig, the intestines.
Yeah, he get the intestines. He eating the whole pig snout.
Like I said,
pig snout, pig booty.
Like I said, remember they were complaining about dung cakes. Good Lord will make you dumb cakes. Y'all niggas freely eat chickens and shit.
Yeah, man.
Shrimp.
Man,
Yeah, that's
like,
all shit. That's
man.
clean shit and waste. That's what shit is.
You know your stuff, Hog. You know your stuff, man. You own it, yo. You know your stuff, though. It says, wanted not means to send among them the multitude of bears or fierce lions.
Bears. And when, you know, they always have this, they always paint a picture of these teddy bears and shit. Stuffed animals.
Nah.
And they take bears out of their habitat and train them.
A real bear, that motherfucker.
A bear would tear your ass up. I've seen a bear move a car just like, you know, he got under the wheel and he was biting the wheel because they was fucking with him. That car was moving like a machine was moving that motherfucker.
and that's why we know Russia's gonna jack up America because they is the bear. You look at their mascot, they a bear. And I seen a video one of the apostles did. It was this Russian. Man, he had a shotgun. That bear walked up to him. He walked up real slow to it. Was like, bow, that thing. Yeah. And the bear ran, man, like, y'all ain't messing with them Russians, man.
Well, that's why the America is so proud because the eagle could just fly above his enemies. But that once that bear catches the eagle, it's over. You know?
Yeah, you're not messing with it. Man, and you know the bear, that's their mascot. The eagle is America's mascot.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're proud, because
they proud.
They just be like, we could fly above. We
can just fly above. Yeah. But every now you gonna have to
program and all that.
You're gonna have to rest eventually. Yeah. You're gonna have to sit down somewhere.
So I say, you will come down. What goes up must come down. That's mathematics.
Okay. Or unknown wild beasts.
Unknown wild beasts, man.
Unknown ones, and then all the ones that we do know, it's already terrifying seeing they ass tear some shit up. Yeah. You wanna fuck with this shit, man?
Like they even depicted Godzilla with fire coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, he did that beam. Yeah. He like breathed out this blue, and the new one that they did. You seen the -1?
I didn't see the latest.
The new one -1. He like breathed up this big old blue thing. He was like, hey, it made a nuke, man. It like flew up. The whole city, man.
That's how the Lord describes the light, though, like the smoke in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's where they get it.
Yeah, that's where they get that shit. Go ahead. So, full of rage.
Full of rage, man. Like these beasts, they're gonna be full of rage because they already irritated, man.
Yep.
And they know the captivity. They know they being captive because it says, the righteous man regarded the life of his beast.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, you know, like a dog. If you treat a dog wrong, he's gonna run away from home. He knows that's unfair treatment. Mm-hmm. He know he ain't getting a full apple that he's supposed to.
Yeah, and then like
he's hungry or something.
That's how the zoos treat most of the animals, man.
They treat them wrong, man.
You know,
and that's why, and even when they in the jungle, the lions be walking right by the jeeps because they didn't train the lions to know that they got guns and shit.
Yeah, they had that one bear. Oh, it was a bear they saved from something, whatever it was going through, and it didn't see sunlight for like 20 years, 30 years, man.
That was an experiment.
Finally got to see sunlight after 20, 30 years.
I wasn't reacting. I didn't see that.
Man.
I mean, I don't know about the 20, 30 days.
It was a minute. Like they had them in there.
I'm just saying, I think lions expand.
I think it was a bear.
Yeah. They don't live that long.
They don't live that long?
They might. But
I've never known. Yeah, it said about 20, 25 years. Okay. So it's probably a little bit less than that, maybe like 10, 15 years. Yeah. Because they said so they live about 20, 25 years. They live about a fourth of
I don't know if that what do you call it? The statistic is according to the jungle when when they face other lions. They might be a little longer.
It says occasionally they can live up to 35 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it said about 39 and a half years.
I saw that video, man. And see, that's the kind of wicked ass experiments he saw.
Yep.
And he was like, come on, he's a cub. They start off as cubs too. They don't just be born as full grown lions.
Mm-hmm.
Every creature most high humble, it starts off like a little baby and shit. You see the cubs, they follow their father. They the lion and lioness everywhere they go, because they can't do shit on their own. They know they'll get, and then when the snake comes, or you know, who taught them? You know, it says who teaches the beast. How do they get taught? How do they know to have a conscience in the jungle to stay away from them snakes? Go ahead.
Uh, um, unknown, a wild beast full of rage, newly created.
Newly created creatures y'all gonna see, man. You know? Hey, they got a two-headed bitch in America. She married and everything. Might see a two-headed dog.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was married to one dude. He had both them hoes. They were ugly as hell, but it would be that two heads on them, and they was bragging too, like they was the shit. Yeah, they was hella proud.
He was with one of them on a date. He put the bag over the other head. I don't know how they do it, but that's a whole different mind right there. That's a Frankenstein shit, man. How can you go Jake ain't gonna only Esau is able to he does that shit. He's the mad scientist, man.
Yeah, they got these motherfuckers at Wikipedia. There they go right there.
Jake ain't gonna go out with two heads.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the one. That's them.
Jake ain't gonna be having no two-headed woman.
Yeah, they married to that Edomite. You know that Jake don't want no girl with no two heads.
Double ass, fat ass.
Yeah, double fat ass. It's still gonna be like, Jake, I can't do it. Yeah. You got 4 booties on that thing. Like, come on, bro. Jake, keep it simple, man. Don't be camel, 1 foot in deep. Don't go 2 foot.
Camel with 4 humps and shit.
Don't go 2 feet in deep, Jake. Just go 1 foot. Just put 1 foot in the water. Both of them.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is like I said, Wisdom Solomon 11:18, breathing out either a fiery vapor.
Breathing out a fiery vapor, man.
Yep.
And there's some of these animals I've seen on Animal Planet. They I think it was a frog or something. He injects blood out his eye, and it's poison. So when the enemy get close and they try to eat him, he just eject that blood out of his eye, and it's like acid to them. I got all kinds of stuff.
Man, serious.
The venom of a snake is like, it could kill you instantly, man. Or from a spider, some of them spiders. You a grown full body of a man and it'll kill you, man. Or the electrical eel, it got electricity in it. How can you captivate electricity in an animal, or in a creature? Most High done that. You touch an electrical eel, these animals be looking sideways. Go ahead.
Or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes.
Shooting horrible sparkles out their eyes.
Or I think I meant to read this part. Or filthy scents of scattered smoke, yeah. Or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes, yeah. Just like you said with the Leviathan.
Yeah.
You know?
There's some animals that got toxic, poisonous skin, and if you touch it, you'll die.
Poison.
Yeah, can't eat it.
Yep. Certain jellyfish, stuff like that. You can't touch that stuff, man.
There's a scripture in there. We might get it if the Spirit allow, but there's a scripture in there. Most High got us away from the poisonous beast, the deadly beast. That's why we're in the land we don't see that. I mean, it's there, but we're not like, it's not a threat against us. To the Most High, it could make it a threat. Like the locusts on the crop or whatever, but we're not in Africa with big ass mosquitoes chasing us every day.
Or like in China, they got them gigantic 3-foot spiders and shit.
Yeah. Like that thing they're having in India with the roaches. And shit.
He plaguing them. Roaches. Yeah, he plaguing them other nations, man.
And the plagues of Egypt, lice,
flying
in the water, frogs.
Motherfuckers
That's crazy.
Flying roaches. Them motherfuckers sound like a bird when that bitch on up.
And it said that it's going to be the plagues are going to be added to this Egypt.
Yeah.
That's not written in the book.
And that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Women are scared of spiders, man. That one spider that had all them spiders on it.
Yeah, that one. It was in Issachar's garage, and they tried to smash it.
Yeah.
And all these little spiders came running out of it. And it was a big spider too. It was like that. Big ass spider.
Go ahead.
Verse 19, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. So just looking at them things, man. And just like we seen that show, that show From, man, it's gonna be some stuff out here, man. It's gonna be like, it's gonna look like something normal, and then when they get close, they like show us true face. You're gonna be like, oh shit, like.
And the spirit can come back in the beast.
Yeah, man.
You might see a big dog and that motherfucker wake up.
We're gonna start doing backflips and start charging after your ass. Like, what the hell is going on?
I saw
Like,
this one beast in the jungle on YouTube, and the lion ate his whole side out. He didn't even realize it. He was just still walking in. Yeah. Like, damn, if that would have been Jake, he would have fainted.
dude.
I bite your whole side out. You done. The beast was just.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for the 19.
You might as well get that one. Righteous man regards life.
All right.
And that's why this kingdom has to be overtaken by righteous men, so that even the beast can be in order. Just like that elephant, he wouldn't have done that. Well, he probably would because he was a heathen. But we got to teach these heathens how to take care of the beast of the field.
Mm-hmm. That's why they bugging out.
Yeah.
And they finna chip them all with the MOTB. So that's why I said the Lord got to cut off man and beast, because they gonna have the damn mark. It'll be through.
And they sleeping with them.
Yeah, they sleeping with them old nasty ass, dusty ass motherfuckers.
Bestiality.
Yeah, we even did a thing over it. In half the states, it's not even considered as a crime. 2 of them is legal. And then the other half is like you can get a felony or a misdemeanor.
If it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
If you prove that, I think you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah, but they don't have a task force out here looking to see who's raping their dogs. They doing that shit, man. It's Proverbs chapter 12, verse 10. And it reads, a righteous man regardeth the life of his beast.
So Esau is not a righteous man. He got him in a circus, jumping in hoops, whipping them and shit. Like even with the horses, you shouldn't have to whip a horse. Just like that movie, Atham, it was in tune. The animals was in tune with their owner.
Yeah, they had that little link to their head where they was like one, and he would be like, "Go this way." He didn't have to say nothing. He just moved it.
Or you could just tap them and say charge.
Yeah.
You don't have to whip their ass. That's Esau shit. We don't. We Most High controls everything through knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Not no carnal means. You don't have to blow up a nation to prove that he's the God of these nations.
Nope.
He'll do it through this word, and they find it out.
He made this world for Israel's sake, for us to see his power. You know, this is for us. You know, ultimately, it's for us to see his demonstration of power. So when we get to the kingdom, we don't be trying to move biggity.
Because he said this word is more sharper than a two-edged sword. Go ahead. So this is a weapon, and that's why Esau is attacking us. Because he deals with spiritual wickedness in high places. He know what this Bible does. It worked against us in when his lies about, with the slavery Bible and different scriptures he pulled out and directed toward us in our slavery. He knows that shit works. And he knows about the prophecy. Like, man, it said my people will in a strange land come back to me and call out my name. And that's what's happening. Go ahead. So he's nervous as hell, man. Could you imagine the thought of being non-existent no more? Like your people is just gonna be no more at all, man. No continual heritage or seed of yourself, of your people. You just done. That's a scary thought, man. And as much as you talk about skin color, he gonna go back into the mother nations. It's gonna be melanated people.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
But the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Yeah, tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. You know? They play games. They feed you to starve you. You know? They take care of you to imprison you as animals and shit. They experimenting on all these animals. Cats, rats, dogs, people, monkeys. You know?
Yeah, that's what they was doing. They was putting the MOTB in the monkeys, and a lot of them died.
So you know the experiment is going to try to be on. They're going to do that against Jake. They put little robotic neuron pads and robotic what do you call them?
Neuralink.
Mechanic controlling devices on these rats and dogs and all that, monkeys and shit.
Yep.
And reading their neuron patterns and some of this cell pattern, their neuron, the brain pattern to see, you know, radiation. Yep. And then they'll break open the fucking monkey head up to see if they can actually see the particles moving around and shit. We don't have to do that shit, man. We don't even have to go to the moon to see. We're gonna have access to those things. We don't have to go to the moon to appreciate the Most High making the moon or the sun. The sun grow your crops on the earth. If that was the case, if Most High was unmerciful, he would have had the sun burn up everybody and shit. As soon as it rises. So every rising the sun, everybody gets scorched. But when the sun sets, come out and get your, you know.
That was just like that one movie, that Three Body Problem.
Yeah.
Every time that sun come out, it burned and destroyed the whole civilization. Yeah.
Netflix.
Yep.
And like you said, the earth is more hotter than it's supposed to because it's concrete shit, man. And there's no vegetation. The dew doesn't even go up on the earth no more because it's level.
Yep.
All the foundations of the earth are out of force.
Yeah, it said it wouldn't yield its fruit. It's full fruit, and that's why they use fertilizer and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why they have to use that stuff, and that's why they make it GMO foods, because they know the Lord's bringing that famine, man. He bringing that famine on this motherfucker. So they gonna have to have that fake ass shit.
They try to cause the rain and all that.
They a fake ass seed line, so it fits them. That's why they doing it.
The moisture of the rocks and the soil, even from when the gold used to be in there. I mean, you know, I'm speaking as a man. It created its own, you know, moisture that causes the dew up on the earth. So it didn't have to rain for your crops to grow and shit. It sucked up the moisture. We're made of oxygen. The waters that we speak about of the oceans and rivers, it used to be it used to be Pangea, right? Pangea,
yeah.
Where it used to be one land, so the waters would, you know, cultivate, water the land in a one body source of land.
Yep. But after that flood came, it was dismembered. That's why it looked like this today.
Yep. And then they started poisoning the water and all that.
Because Pangea, the mountains didn't move.
Yeah.
They're still there. They just underwater.
Yeah.
You know, it's still there.
And a lot of things are wrong. I mean, all things are wrong.
You never know. Even at the end of it all, because he said the river shall be dried up over here in America, Babylon the Great. So a lot of this land is going to be vegetated and come back in the kingdom.
Yeah, except America.
Yep. America's through. America's through. But I'm just talking about some of this other land that's over the Pacific Ocean. Some of that stuff going to rise back up.
Because even in America, it says, you know, it's going to grow like little branches and, you know, but it's still going to be desolate. It's, you know, how the creatures and stuff like that.
It's going to be crazy. It said the earth shall be tossed to and fro like a drunkard. It's going to get thrown.
Let you know how it's a just power balance. Abominations. So it's like, even with the destructions, like, it's going to be like rebuilt for earth, like you said.
He going to flip this whole like
a... You got new lands.
Rivers, and he going to flip this whole like a pancake, like pow.
What they call this river? Oklahoma City. What they call the river?
Let me look it up.
But yeah. The main river? Yeah.
Maybe.
But in LA, you got the LA River, you know. You got certain rivers and even lakes, and they all polluted, man. You got the Santa Monica and
They just call it the Oklahoma River.
Oh, okay. I thought
Or it says also the North Canadian River.
But you know, the beaches, they're all the water's polluted.
And they said the Red River and the Arkansas River, like Ox said.
Yeah. Red River.
Arkansas River. And that makes sense, the Red River, because they used to call the Native Americans red, the red, and all that. You know what I mean? And this is native land for the most part. You know, this is
when they say because of the dirt and all that, they call it the Red River because of the dirt and all that, the clay.
Okay.
You know, but they still call America, Native Americans red.
Yeah, they do that. It's a mockery. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Like that, you know, it's just kind of part of like, because they said they named their lands after their own names, and they know they took this from Native Americans, but them Seminoles, they couldn't mess with them, man.
They could have called it Seminoles. Blood of shedding of the Native Americans. Yep,
the Trail of Tears, all the broken treaties.
You know that Native Americans trying to escape through the rivers too.
Yep, just like Jake did.
Yep. Trying to cross the river and certain borders.
That's real.
Yeah, but the waters are polluted now. You can't go to the beach and have a swim in that shit. You end up surfing and falling in there and have a gulp of water. You end up taken to the Auschwitz. But Esau took the purifications out of the land. Gold is a purification. Look at this grass. It looks parched. It should be full greenery all the way down.
Yep.
It's dirt and you know.
It's dried up.
Yeah. And the Most High said this land should be parched. I mean, it should be, you know, desolate, like flat, ground level, dryness from the misery in this place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I had. That's all I had. Yeah, that's all I had.
What was our last scripture that we said about the righteous man regarding?
Regarding man of this beast. You want me to pull up?
Right, what did it say? Righteousness should be the it should be the law of the land, so to speak.
Okay.
It'll be in Isaiah.
Okay.
But they should come to Jacob and ask Jacob to teach me thy way.
Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 2.
Because we're gonna have the knowledge and understanding of this earth, man. Solomon had that. He said he know how to circus of the earth run, circle the times, you know, the wild beast and the farm beast. You know? Go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1, and it reads, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem.
That's all it's concerning, Judah and Jerusalem. The two kingdoms, which is going to be put together, is putting together right now under the same captivity. Israel and Judah coming together, 12 tribes coming together. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and it reads, and it shall come to pass in the last days.
In the last days, we are in the last days. Go ahead.
That the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established at the top of the mountains.
Top of the mountains. We're going to be the high-seated people in the earth, because mountains mean government. We're going to be the high government of earth. The main governor is going to be Yahawashi. The King David as a king. There's a lot of Israel, man. We're coming back as the sand in the sea. It's a lot of it's a lot of Israel now.
Jake gonna be filling up both lanes.
Yeah, we're not the minorities, man. We're the majority, man. You go to Brazil and Argentina, you go to Yahawah and El Salvador and all of Mexico and West Africa, all the people over there are people. Yeah.
Jake gonna be taking both lanes in that day.
They cool for this today. They got all kind of people.
Oh boy, it's gonna
dark Ephraimite.
Man, it's gonna be a great time, you know. Shall be established at the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills.
So we're gonna be on top.
Yeah.
Like they have summits, and when you go to one of these summits, you're gonna take about 100 floors up. You know what I'm saying? They on top of the world.
Top of the floor.
So when they come And look out their windows. They look at the world like these people that the citizens. They look at them like little people and shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's how they look at the world.
Yeah. And those hills is the suburbs. The mountains is talking about the nation. So everybody, like
Go ahead.
And all nations shall flow unto it. That's right.
And it says, teach thy Jacob thy ways.
Yeah. It's coming up to it.
Okay,
it's, verse 3.
Keep going.
Verse 3, and many people shall go and say, Come ye.
Come ye. Go ahead.
And let us go up to the mountain of the Lord.
Let us go up to the mountain of the Lord. Tributation. Yeah. Go ahead.
To the house of the Most High of Jacob.
Jacob, go ahead.
Or Yahawah. That's how you say that in the Hebrew. Yahawah.
Yep.
He will teach us of his ways.
He will teach us his ways, because who got the law in Psalms 147? Jacob. That's why we being punished, because we're supposed to be ahead of these nations. We're supposed to be representation of righteousness. So when the nations look up, they be like, you got to follow them, because all they shit adds up. It does right.
Yeah.
The lands are filled because of these people.
Yeah, and it's
the fruit is on the tree because of these people.
Yeah.
My daughter's in order because of these people.
Yeah.
My wife, she submits herself to me because of these people.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And like you said, like it said, like the people when the righteous rule, they rejoice.
Yeah.
So they gonna come, they gonna want to know.
Yeah.
So and he will teach us of his ways.
Of his ways, which come from the Most High. Go ahead.
And we will walk in his paths.
Yeah. Because what are they learning? They laughing at our people now. They turn on YouTube and TikTok. They be like, look at that nigga. You know, we a laughing stock now, man.
A spectacle to the world.
Yeah. And it's now we're gonna be a byword in a proverb.
Like Jake, if you ain't going through these curses, you probably not Jake. Yeah. That's the main thing that we can identify with us as Israelites. We in these curses, Jake, man.
Or you know.
Yeah, or you might be a wicked Jake. But the like one is,
wasn't it Nicodemus? He had.
Yeah, he did. He did. But you know, he wouldn't be. It said riches choke the word. Exactly. So that's why we don't want a lot of riches. And you know, it said that this is plain to the righteous.
Yeah. And like you know, like you said, it's kind of like Jake really don't exist, because he's gonna be burned up in the missiles.
Yep.
So it's almost like it don't even matter if you Jake.
Don't matter.
It's all about the elect.
Done.
And the extended elect. Go ahead.
And we will walk in his paths.
His paths. Because what did it tell us about ourselves? Paths of the old paths.
Seek the old paths.
Yeah. Seek the old paths. We gotta learn from as much as we can, go back to where things in order, and then we gotta piece together. Okay, yeah, Most High didn't want that. He you know, because all the time Israel lost their commandments, and then because there's times when we was under the Syrian captivity, Babylon, it said, "Oh, we found the book of life. We gotta take down them images and them groves and all that. We gotta get back right," and that's what we're doing now. It's happening all over again. Because we reading in the scriptures like, no, that's wrong to do that. Hey, no, quit eating that swine. You know, quit committing adultery. Quit killing each other, man.
Quit celebrating these damn holidays,
these
Jake.
Holidays.
Stop doing that shit, man.
They can make a whole month out of holiday now.
Damn.
Like, this is Martin Luther King month and shit.
Jake got to be a buckethead day for the month. It's always something for you, Jake. So you can go find a reason to party, man.
Remember they used to have St. Patrick's Day, and you wear green and people pinch you. I never got pinched, man. I was looking at them motherfuckers like, hey, man, I was tripping.
You really look at the calendar though, it's literally a holiday for everything.
Yeah, everything.
Hamburger Day, donut.
Yeah.
Every day.
We in Pride Month. It's a whole month of Pride.
A whole month.
Y'all get a whole month, and y'all hijack the rainbow and shit.
Yeah, man.
Gonna,
what have y'all done for the nation?
Nothing.
What have y'all done?
So
Jake done more for y'all than the nation than y'all, and we ain't got no account for our labors.
That's the true meaning of lovers of themselves.
Yeah, man. You think you need to have pride because your ass don't like yourself, so you change yourself? Get out of here, man.
Oh, it says that in the scripture. It says, "Woe to him that hated how the Most High made him."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You was made a woman, you want to be a man. You want me to like you, but you don't even like me. That don't make no damn sense, man. Get out of here with that funky ass shit. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Fuck. Hell no.
The people gonna be tossed hand and foot and cast out in the dark.
Oh no, man.
One brother gonna be on one hand, rock your ass and toss you out.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
For out of Zion shall go forth the law.
Out of Zion, the law, not anywhere else, not of these Hebrews, not even of these 2/3, because 2/3 don't believe in the law.
Nope.
Even the ones, a lot of people that say they believe in the law,
They can't. It said in Psalms, he only showed his word unto Jacob. Yeah. They can't know the laws. It's not for them. You can't return somewhere you ain't been. Yeah. You can't go back to somewhere you wasn't from.
The Most High said, "I still in remembrance once you go, you once knew this."
Mm-hmm.
These heathens didn't never know the laws.
They never did. They've always just been heathens.
Mm-hmm. That's why they doing the shit they doing today. They don't have no regard for the laws of the Most High.
And 2/3, Esau Edom's girlfriend is right behind them.
And it's pit bull, that black woman.
Boy.
Get him.
Yeah.
Send them to child support. Send them to court.
Beatrice.
Yeah, call them for doing domestic dispute and shit. When you get blasted.
Big Bertha.
Yep. Go ahead.
And the word of the Lord from Jerusalem or Jerusalem. You know, Jerusalem is how you say that in Hebrew.
He loves Jacob. He loves Israel. He loves Jerusalem. He says Jerusalem, which is the mother of us all, in Africa. Africa had us in slavery.
And Africa was named after Afrikaners, so-called white men.
And then it says if you have a Hebrew servant, let him go the 7th year, man.
Same way with the 7-year Sabbath of the land.
And then even overall, according to all slavery, they have a year of Jubilee, which is every 50th year you're free to go back to your father and your mother, your family, and with that inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to have enough to feed you and another family for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you'll be basically have your own stead and do that for another Israelite that needs it. You know, and now it's the sister. You know, but you know, the Levites got carried away, Israel got carried away. You know.
And now look at us. We got carried away into captivity.
Now we here. Yeah. Even the ones that were joined unto the Most High, the Levites.
Yeah. That's why everybody now can be free.
Was it Lawaya?
You know,
they said
Lawaya.
Yahawah.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of
Lawaya.
Freshening myself, you know, as we was talking about it. That's how you say
law is in there.
That's how you say Levite. Yahawah.
And the word Levite, so you know it comes from the Hebrew.
We've been teaching my Hebrew a lot, so I've been, you know, kind of building up in it. Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
So that's it on that. That's it on that.
So did we get Psalms 137?
We did not yet. Okay.
Psalms 147 says, it says, verse 19, he showed this word into Jacob, which is 12 tribes, and he couldn't have showed, they couldn't be Jacob. You got somebody called Jacob Rawchaa. He never abided by these laws. Any of the Rawchaas, any of those people that's claiming they Jacob and descendants of Israel over there and Israel, Khazars, the Jewish people, they never said, I mean, they don't go by this Bible.
And just like we read in Isaiah 2:4, they would be going there learning all their ways because the land's purified. Yeah. You know?
Nobody going there and worry about no Jacob balls and all
that. Nah, man. Because they ain't Jacob. That's Edomites, man.
And then even when they go against other countries, they don't publicize and put the Bible as a forefront of defense. It's always like bombs and shit.
Yeah, they don't read the scriptures. They launched some phosphorus bombs in Gaza. They had some phosphorus bombs.
Scripture or two. Then thou shalt not bomb thy enemy.
Yeah. Why did you do the scriptures?
They're trying to ban the Bible, but this is the same book that they swear on in the courts.
Yeah.
What's on the money? What's the money with the struggling with the guys?
They just unstable because just like they tried to put them they had it where it was like they had it in the schools where they want to put the 10 Commandments back in, but they said that basically there was a law they just passed where they got satanic priests in the church in the schools at the same time. Like everything in there, man. So it's definitely going off, man. It's definitely something off.
Where they started in Canada, with the banning of the Bible and all that.
Yeah.
So they trying to make that to see how it works. He started the devil, man. And try to work it into this American system. Go ahead. Because they got free medical care, but they trying to ban the Bible. So they rock with that hand in hand. They're trying to show you that the Bible don't heal you. When it says this is the comforter, this is the healer. It shall heal you. But they're gonna try to bring out their medicine and all that. That's why they got Jake propped up on pills to be happy and shit. Perpetuates and shit and all that. Happy pills and all that. You ain't happy unless you taking their medicine. But the Most High, he got this medicine. And it says laughter is the best medicine, right?
God.
We laugh when these prophecies come to pass. We laugh when we found out we were Israelites, because we know that we got.
It's coming. It said Job in the book of Job, thou shalt laugh in the face of danger.
And and Most High he's been laughing. He said he that sits in the throne shall laugh.
Yep. Lord got a sense of humor.
Man,
I was.
But you was on that 147.
His statutes and his judgments into Israel. He had, and what do they say? Even the wicked of the Pharisees, Jews, they said they omit the weightier matters of the law: judgment, faith, and what is the other one? Mercy. But judgment, you got to include judgment in this place among your people. That's the beauty of it. So you don't have to worry about your daughter whoring because it's judgment against that. She's scared as hell, but she loves you as a father too. You can fear your father and love him at the same time. Nothing wrong with that. That's why I said, do this. When the laws of Moses was full effect, he said, do this before the congregation of Israel, so they are all fear. So when you see somebody getting stoned, you be like, I don't want to do that. They got beat stoned like, yeah. They made those perfect rocks to where you don't just die the first stone thrown. It's eating up your flesh. Man, that's why Most High made man's mind. There's gonna be some consciousness out there during Jacob's trouble, man. These ain't this is all kind of motherfuckers on this earth with different kind of states of mind. You got motherfuckers that do eat people right now on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? They haven't discovered yet in his basement and shit. That's why you learn about these Jeffrey Dahmers and shit. Like there's people on the earth that do this shit. They're gonna be let out. Like who let the dogs out? They're gonna be let out, man.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be creeping around and come out at night and like, there's another victim.
Yeah.
And the little girl might lose herself, or a little boy lose themselves from their parents or whatever, trying to get home and just confused, and then they're gonna snatch them up. A lot of these women that are getting snatched up and missing because they didn't have no father, or they refused to have a father or man supervision over them. Those pedophiles and all those people, they prey on the weak women. They prey on the weak, man. That's why all that those black people that Jeffrey Dahmer got, they was damn sodomites. That's why he was able to do that to the motherfuckers. If they was alpha males, he wouldn't have done that shit.
Oh yeah, it's you. It's you.
It says he had not dealt so with any nation. No, any nation. Ain't that bias? Ain't that choosing one nation above another out of every nation?
Nah.
Esau, you sure ain't gonna be in the line
Nah.
of being any part of the kingdom but slavery.
Yep.
That's High hates you. You got to get that through your thick skull.
Y'all gonna be fighting over the best, driest dirt to sleep under.
Yeah, worms and creatures and stuff.
You know, like you're not getting no.
You know how they used to be, the redneck
No remorse.
used to be, running around in the caves.
Yeah.
Said they grade among the bushes. Y'all gonna go back to that? It's gonna be 10 times worse.
Yep. Lord said you're gonna get a double cup. And Jake like drank, okay? Lord turned water into wine. It's gonna be a double cup. It's gonna be a real double cup. That wrath is gonna be for real. You know?
We're gonna have fun drinking wine.
We're gonna have so much fun.
We're gonna have so much fun that you can't dream about that shit.
Man, Lord willing, man. Lord willing. Lord willing, man.
Most I will, but we already having fun, so to speak, with these scriptures, like the pastor said. You gotta have fun with this thing.
Have fun with it.
Because we're confident in knowing that Esau is going to go into slavery.
Yep.
We're confident in knowing that Babylon, modern day Babylon, America is going to be destroyed.
Yep.
The wicked that's going to be cast down, because Most High said the wicked will not go unpunished. These people are wicked. Yeah. Go ahead. No, that's it. It says, as for his judgment, they have not known them, man. Praise you, the Lord. And it said the rod of the wicked it's not on the Edomites. It's not on there. So they don't know his judgment. That's why they say you can do whatever you want to do. Like, don't let your mother talk to you like. Well, we used to be afraid of our fathers and mothers because of the Most High, man. Because it says if you dishonor your father and mother, you're going to shorten the days of your life. And anybody that do that shall be served the punishment, even be put to death. Yeah. Where they had that couple that had a disobedient son, and they told him, and they took him to the congregation before the elders, and he was still disobedient. They stoned his ass. And then the woman is saying in her mind, thinking with a manly stomach to the Most High, she'll say, well, the Lord will give me another son. Because that son was wicked. They don't be like mourning so much. They'll mourn, but they'll be like, well, the Lord's going to give me another son.
Yeah. It's just like these Pookies and Ray Rays. And soon he come up missing. Oh, my son was a good man. He was innocent. Yeah. He was a whole demon.
Yeah. And you want to save him. And you want to talk good of him.
Yeah. He was such a kind man. That motherfucker didn't slap hoes. Yeah. All types of shit. Going
putting his rod out at parties and shit.
Yeah, like right in the middle, like crazy ass.
Talking shit to the cops and shit.
Yeah, man. Say agree with the adversary quickly, Jake. Going on.
You know? It says, just a rock. I think that's 49 and 3.
All right, come. Go ahead.
You said 49 and 3. 49 and 3, I think.
Go ahead,
This is the book of Sirach. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 49, verse 3. He directed his heart unto the Lord, and in the time of the ungodly, he established the worship of Yahawah.
Go ahead. And that was 3?
Yeah.
Drop to 17.
It's not over. Go to 15.
Wait, what is that? Wait, is that 40?
Yeah, it says Sirach.
40. Is that 40?
It's 45.
Okay, go to 45.
Yeah.
The book of Sirach, chapter 45, verse 3. By his word, he caused the waters to cease, and he made glorious in the sight.
Yeah, by his word. Go ahead. That was 3.
He made him glorious in the sight of kings, and gave him a commandment for his people.
Who gave him a commandment for his people? Glorious in the sight of kings. Go ahead.
And he showed him part of the glory, of his glory.
Part of the glory. Go to 17.
He gave unto him he gave unto him his commandments.
His commandments, go ahead.
And authority in the statutes of judgment.
Story and the statutes of judgment. Man.
That he should teach Jacob the testimonies and inform Israel in his law.
So we get, because what? If we not taught by the Most High, who we taught by? Esau. There's no education system that teaches us how to conduct ourselves but the Bible, how to properly carry ourselves among our own people but the Bible. Esau don't show you that. He gives no wisdom to our people to establish a good, well born and function family. It's all about his shit. So it must be the Bible. And their judgment is like, if you write, which is it is a structure, but it's just a foolishness.
Son.
Because you don't learn nothing in them schools, and if you late and you get a penalty, we used to get paddled our ass with in school and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a penalty, you get suspended. It brings a division between you and your parents, because they be like, why you do this in school? Why can't you pass this grade? Why can't you get an A in this class? Some parents are real strict. They want their children to get all A's and B's. They don't want them to get no C or D. And they got to live according to the standards and knowledge of this system, which teaches no commandments, man, and no statutes and judgments. You don't never learn that the Most High do all these things in these school systems or in church.
They teach the kids sexual liberation.
Yeah, sexual liberation and having drags to teach children in these schools, man. That's why Most High going to send fire to this place. And like we said, putting Baphomet in these schools, witchcraft in these schools. You can learn about demonology in this shit. You can go to a curriculum, a study in college to learn how to be a stripper. You know?
Yeah, that Houston, Atlanta, Vegas curriculum.
Yeah.
You know? That stripper shit, man.
Yeah.
Harlotry.
It just teaches you how to be a slave, including the church. It teaches you how to be a slave. But the commandments teach you how to break away from slavery and have a freedom in your mind under Yahawah Yahawashi, because this is the chains that keep us down in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jake on drugs and shit. You think if he have a wholesome family and then that Jake get on drugs and then his whole family fall apart, you think that's what Jake really wanted in his spirit and life? He's like, man. Then when he get out of it and he's on the other side, he's like, man, I was hooked on drugs, man. I'm so glad the Most High brought me out of it. That was just chains of darkness in me, man. Even this very physical life, man. We supposed to be immortal, not worry about death. Our people mourn the grave and mourn their children die in the grave. But we supposed to be immortal and shit. You can barely live over 50, 60 years in this life today.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, we used to live almost 1,000 years. Yeah. What happened?
Yep. Methuselah, yeah. 969.
Something happened, man. And Most High said he shortened the time because, look, what if we got to live like that the same way, but it was full of wickedness? Man, we'll be overdone. We already,
Through.
We'll be through. I'm glad the Most High shortened the time, man.
Yep. It said no flesh will be saved.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll be wicked as hell, man.
Man, through out here, man.
Come back. Like 900 years of wickedness.
Yeah. America Babylon the Great is a drug, Jake. Yeah. And Jake, some Jakes, they can't get off that drug, man. Yeah. They on that Babylon juice. Yeah.
That wicked, the spiritual high on the wicked side. Trying to get that high. I need more money. I need more women. I need more this and that. Yeah. All you need is food and raiment. Be thou content, man. Closing up with some scriptures, man. The last scripture. You got any just a couple of articles or something?
Yeah. I can get some. I got some. Bear with me. Go to my photos.
Shalom.